Salutations, respected sadhakas, welcome, great devotees, jignasus, mumukshus, bhaktas of Paramatma. Let us salute together the Parabrahma Tattva, Shruti Mata, all the Guru Parampara, and all the Devatas, our own Ishtadeva. In life, what comes to us is not in our hands because of the arrow is already shot from the bow. But when what comes to us, to become aware of it, and with the prepared knowledge, with the knowledge gained as a preparation, we have always a choice of how to respond to what comes to us. In that, the two things are three things, let us say. One, when something happens, how we have to respond. That knowledge should be there with us clearly. Second is very crucial, that to be fully aware of what is happening at every moment. Then only the third one, key implementation of the knowledge gained when something happens. All these physical level we know. When will the hunger we comes we don't know, but we are prepared with the knowledge that when the hunger comes we should take the food. We are aware of the hunger when it comes, and then we take food and that is clear. So too we don't know, but the doctors do it to us at the physical level. Which patient comes with what disease he doesn't know, but he has the knowledge. Key, if any of this type of patient comes, what treatment to give. In fact, he studies that. He is specialized in that. Then when the patient comes, he is alert about his knowledge, he is alert about the patient's disease, and is alert about what treatment to be given. He gives it. Patient is fine. In the same way, these are all grossly possible things. Same way at the subtle level also. When we study Shastras, study the life with the aim of gaining the knowledge and really gain the knowledge, and with acute practice for a long time. When we learn to be alert, then how to respond to what comes to us. We can know and let us respond correctly so that the result is not misery or failure, it is successful and contending. This Purushartha Samarthya is there. We have to only recognize it. Little higher than this is what? Ki, being human, given intellect. Okay, we always have a choice and chance of knowing what to achieve ultimately. It may take time, but if we give time and interest and study, again Shastra, we can have that capacity to know what is our ultimate goal. To our surprise and fortune, to reach to that goal, what are the things to be done? That also we can very clearly know. I'm talking about, is it everything happens by destiny? If yes, then what can we do? So sit and cry. Or is there something, at least as a human beings, in our hands to do, both to avoid the problems when they come, to avoid the sufferings when they come, and also to achieve what we want by doing. So first thing is sin, second one. We can have the goal, financial goal. You can think about how that goal is achieved. Fair means. Definitely, we can know again if you are fully alert to reach that financial goal. At this time, what we have to do? Again, even in that, what we have to do? We may not have 100% capacity, authority to do because of the instrument with which we have to do. They may not cooperate. But 100% they will trouble us as an A. At least 1%, 5% we are able to do. That 1%, 5% is what we have to encash. 95% may not be in our hands. But 1%, 2%, 5%, like the financial goal I said. So I want to earn 50 lakhs. So the techniques, whatever the hard works or anything. But all that I may not do because the intellect may not be so sharp, mind may not be with so much of concentration, body may not cooperate in working, opportunities may not be there. All that is true, but at least an idea that much amount can come when we slowly share, save little amount without spending unnecessarily. So therefore today this is a thought came in my mind to spend money for this or that. I understood it's not required. So those 10 rupees I have put it in that money saving box. This 10 rupees is nothing in front of the goal 10 lakhs. Is it not? But it is something. In the same way, two things. When the world comes to us, totally we may not defeat it to succeed 100%. But definitely something we can do through knowledge by being alert and applying the knowledge when the situations come anytime. Any, I'm not specifying what situations they are. In everyone's life, every moment कुछ ना कुछ होता ही रहता है हादसा, है ना? The physical health will be spoiled, financial problem will come, suddenly somebody insults us. कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है ना, कोई पुराना दुश्मनी कोई लेने को आता है. Nobody is free in this world without continuous problems. कुछ नहीं है तो दिमाग फिर जाता है. For the wrongs done in the past, the regrets, guilts in the mind in the present will torment. So कुछ ना कुछ तो आता ही रहता है हमको. The world is dynamic and we are not dead. So in the dynamic world, to a living being, problems keep on coming. Not individual को भी आते हैं. That's what the whole, let us say, government is ruling. It is not easy that everything is smooth for that government. You know, then every moment the problems, challenges coming to them. Okay. What is the whole Purushartha is knowledge, alertness, applying the knowledge with alertness. When any problems, challenges come to us. And this increase in the knowledge, increase in the alertness, and being absolutely ready to answer to that problem. Anything comes. He is our genius, he is our maturity. Number of examples can be given. The best is what? Medical system in Indian uh, parlance context and in the foreign countries, Western, especially US, let us say. In our Desham country, when the problem comes, then we remember the doctor, ambulance. पता भी नहीं चलता कि हमारे सिटी में इस बीमारी के लिए कौन सा हॉस्पिटल है. We don't even remember whom to call. Call 108 को call, neighbor को बुलाऊं, uncle को बुलाऊं, doctor को बुलाऊं. 95% of our savable cases, medical, can't be saved because we are such a buddhu gochu. And even the ambulance is called, they enroute so much of traffic. तो बंदा एम्बुलेंस में भी गया, एम्बुलेंस में ही, है ना? Even there when taken into emergency ward in the hospital, all of them are नाम के वास्ते emergency ward है, except in big few corporate hospitals which charge lakhs of rupees. In all other places, आन दो पेशेंट को देखेंगे करके. Some of the patients die because of that negligence. But in the Western countries, any fire accident happens, any road accident happens, any heart problem happens, any problem to the children happen. In 5 minutes, the people to attend are there. Everywhere the phones are there. You call emergency, they come. Some button is pressed, they come. Alarm is given, they come. And fully equipped in the ambulance only. All the heart remembered, heart related, every related equipments are fully there. 100% they give value to the life. They want to save the life. They have all the infrastructure and all ready. वहाँ 5, 10, 20% शायद मरते होंगे because of these problems. Countries are same, people are same, diseases are same. Why problems here? Why we die? Why they don't they? Purushartha. Example there, okay? Through Purushartha, something can be done. The Purushartha always is knowledge, awareness of the problem, application of the knowledge in that problem. Same way, the other aspect of Purushartha is knowledge regarding what can be gained, what to do for that. 100% we may not be able to do overnight right now. 1%, 2% we can do. That we have to encash in our life. We can't be just worrying, brooding regarding problems or keeping imaginations about some achievements. No. In both cases, gain knowledge, be alert, aware, and apply that knowledge. Even in, now the important thing is spirituality also. Spirituality may study Shastra till we become thorough in the conviction about the goal, that is Paramatma Prapti. Again, study the Shastra thoroughly till we become clear about the next two aspects of what is sadhana, what are preparations. These are all पुरुषार्थ. नहीं करो तो यहीं पड़े सड़े रहेंगे. थोड़ा थोड़ा हम कर सकें तो होता रहेगा. 100% प्रारब्ध is not influencing us, especially human beings. 99% हो सकता है, लेकिन 1% तो हमारे हाथ. Otherwise, sadhana karo, karo, karo karke, Shastras would have not told, no? Everything is lot lakar. Lot lakar means in Sanskrit Bhasha is order, is a kartavyata buddhi. Karo. Like Satyam Vada. ऐसा नहीं कहा कि सत्यम बोलने से अच्छा होता है, लेकिन we know you have such a terrible प्रारब्ध that you can't speak सत्य. ऐसा है क्या? सत्य बोलो कहा मतलब बोल सकते हैं. धर्मम चरा कर सकते हैं. स्वाध्याय अन्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियम धनम आहृत्य प्रजा. एवरी वन ऑफ देम आर डू कह रहे मतलब वीकेंड. So from 0% doing through starting to do 1%, 2%, we have to increase to the level of maximum what we can do from our side, which may not be sufficient for getting the result, because the other side, the totality is there, the divinity is there, and their calculations regarding us, they are there. All that have been fulfilled, then only. Like I have fulfilled all the application details, बट वहाँ वीज़ा पासपोर्ट देने वाले उनका अपना हिसाब होता है कि इस साल कितने लोगों को अलाउ करना है, कौन से फील्ड में अलाउ करना है, कौन से रीजन में करना है, कौन से सीजन में करना है. दे हैव देयर ओन कैलकुलेशन अकॉर्डिंगली ओनली. सम टाइम लाख कोशिश करो यू वोंट गेट वीसा. अदर टाइम यू कैजुअली अप्लाई इमीडिएटली अप्रूव्ड. लाइक दैट मेनी थिंग्स. समष्टि इज देयर, नो? तो समष्टि डिसाइड करता है व्यष्टियों को क्या देना चाहिए, depending on the interest of all other vesties put together, called samashti. Like civil services, how many posts are required? उतने लोगों को सेलेक्ट करेंगे. लाख लोग 10 लाख लोग अप्लाई करें लिखे. In the 10 lakhs applied and 10 exam, if 750 are selected, Doesn't mean that 9 lakhs 99,000, then 250 are waste. No. Mm. They all are capable in so many ways doing. But the posts available are only this. Therefore, the best among that they select. सो व्यष्टि यू कांट क्राई मैं इतना बड़े एग्जाम लिखा मुझे क्यों नहीं आया लिखने का था तुम्हारे हाथ में रिजल्ट इज अगेन दे डिसाइड सेम वे those who got the job they didn't get just because they were loitering they did what they have to do of studying writing the exam and all so every moment if I can with the knowledge already gained or knowledge gaining also is a continuous process with the knowledge gained knowledge kept alert intact for using I become aware of mano and applying this knowledge then I am really doing sadhana and while doing it the onslaughts from the prarabdha from the prakriti from the samashti will not stop yet what is in my hands sometimes in my hands, lot of things can be done. I do. Other day only 1%, but that also we have to do. Sometimes there may not be anything to do, but you can still do the prayers, do the sankalpa, है ना? We can do some upasana, ना? So कुछ तो doing तो होना ही चाहिए. So knowing, being alert, and doing. These are the three things today we are discussing. Both for avoiding worldly problems and avoiding achieving worldly successes. So too in spirituality also, we have to be aware. We can't allow to be just listening and after that totally forgetting and in a mood of lethargy regarding the goal, regarding sadhana. A true sadhaka is he who is not in sadhana even a moment. While doing so in the beginning days, there will be tiredness, there is exhaustion, there is boredom. So this is true in any of the field. आपको केदारनाथ जाना है तो स्मूथ थोड़ी होगा राइड वो इतनी सर्दी होगी घोड़े पे जाना पड़ेगा वो पेट में दर्द कमर में दर्द होता है थक जाते हैं वो कभी कभी ऑक्सीजन डेफिशिएंसी होती है सर्दी बढ़ता है भूख लगती है डिले होता है घोड़ा जो कहता है अभी वो थक जाता है घोड़ा खुद how many things will be there it's not easy smooth sail so continuous inner and outer onslaughts will come the two important things that come are attraction for the world because of earlier vasanas, attraction or whatever you call, because of which the forgetfulness of the goal and means. वर्ल्डली ड्यूटीज हो सकते हैं वर्ल्डली डिजायर हो सकते हैं वर्ल्डली वासना हो सकते हैं वर्ल्डली सिंपति वर्ल्डली कुछ भी कहो that keeps on poking from within or from outside and in attending that we forget the goal and means. This is the way or will face the challenges continuously. There is no way. And we are trying to become little sattvic ekagra yukta in our last 3 4 years of time with which we are just trying to understand what is the goal and why is the goal. First round में इतना ही कर सकते. Why is that is the goal. Then how to achieve the goal is a big subject. What are the steps involved to be done? They're all given us to us in the Shastra. We have gone through that 100 times in our last so many hundreds of classes. But वो घुसा नहीं अंदर. Because we are not so much giving time importance. Even if we give, we may not be capable. Is it? कोशिश भी करें तो कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है तो नहीं होता ना. So it will come. Keep on doing. इस जन्म में नहीं तो अगले अगले नहीं तो अगले दोनों ना. Should not do some nonsense by which problems are invited. Should not be worried, miserable when the problems come. This the animals can do. As a human, we have intellect to find the remedy for the problem and apply. So no crying and no inviting problem. Then with the preparation of the knowledge, being alert, applying the solution for the problem. if at all it comes. Higher level पे क्या होता है ना, so much of clarity of knowledge, and that clear knowledge is so much at the full awareness level that not even in one moment a wrong step is taken which causes any problem in the future. Highest alertness. That is what actually Heyam Dukkham Anagatam, what we were studying in our Yoga Darshana Shastra. है ना, दृष्टु दृश्य संयोग को वो जो हेतु है संसार का, उस हेतु को अगर आप आने नहीं दोगे, so there is no problem. So the idea is what today's whole thing. Let us not be lazy. Let us not be brooding over the problems when they come. Let us be active continuously in gaining the knowledge. Let us be active in being alert about the situation around. Let us be alert to apply the knowledge. If the knowledge is to solve the problems, apply there. If the knowledge is to gain something of the world, apply there. If the knowledge about spiritual sadhana, apply it. Apply that knowledge. Every moment, at this moment, what I am doing, what I am doing, what I have to do. This is how a person fully, while becoming sadhaka, can avoid the unnecessary distractions, fears, problems from the world. And what we understand and do as sadhana is a very small speck from the whole universe standpoint. है कि ना, मेरा औकात क्या है, मेरे ज्ञान का औकात क्या है, जानकारी का क्या औकात है, मेरा कैपेसिटीज का व्हाट्स द लेवल, and what is my output work. But that matters, that counts, that's what is noted from the total. परमात्मा जो है उसी को देखते है ना, लाइक परमात्मा को पाने की साधना करने का औकात किधर है हमारे पास, बट कोशिश जारी है, and that's what is like there. That is what the totality likes, loves us. So keep on gaining knowledge, keep on developing the level of awareness every moment, and keep on applying that gained knowledge. Be in that mood, that's it. Don't allow the rajoguna of distraction to overpower and the tamaguna of the laziness to overpower as much as we can. And while getting set in this work, understand that what is in our hands is being done. What success will come or not, what failure will come, what one need not worry. अब मैं सब कुछ मैं तो नहीं ले सकता. Like a good doctor, he does the best. He can't guarantee or safe that the patient will be saved. He can't be emotional, sentimental. हमेशा हम हमारे हाथ में जो हमने कर दिया. Then wait and watch, observance. In the patient and his body is receiving all this medication and responding, he will be fine. Otherwise, he will go. ऐसे हजारों केस डॉक्टर देखते रहते हैं, इसलिए they are busy in doing the best according to their best knowledge. Consequence they can't take in hands. Same way, we also, in trying to avoid problem, in trying to achieve successes, in trying to do spiritual sadhana to grow, know that we can't command the complete results. We can only do the best. Do the best, leave the rest, live in rest. About spirituality also. है वो तड़प थोड़ा सा बढ़ा सकते हैं, जल्द से जल्द मुझे स्पिरिचुअल गोल मिल जाए. एंड फॉर दैट आवर hours of study, hours of sadhana, थोड़े थोड़े we can't increase everything, but थोड़ा थोड़ा तो we can. That is the joy of doing. That's what the blessings come from the Lord. Never be in the mood of जब होएगा देखे जाएगा, कुछ होएगा तब होएगा, प्रभु कृपा है तो हो जाता है. नो, प्रभु कृपा भरपूर है. This is a negative mind. The positive one is what a good resources are around me. I am given a freedom. Let me do something. Again, that thought is forgotten in some distraction and from laziness. But that has to be remembered again. And what a good opportunity. I am free. Nobody to bother me. My health also is good. What will happen after few years? I don't know. So this awareness one can have, no, and this time can be used for best of the sadhana. Out of 24 hours, even 10 minutes we use, we have achieved something. Given the 10 minutes time, the mind will not cooperate, it will get distracted. It will give the face as if the study you are doing is very heavy, very boredom. ये सारा तो छोड़ेगा नहीं मन हमको. बट लक्ष्य लक्ष्य शुद्धि प्रयत्न करना. Let us be equipped in that way. Okay. Now, by God's grace, we have come to the last few shlokas of Taittiriya Upanishad, studying from a good amount of days. 495 दिन हो गए. 5 दिन में 500. Let us do today the chanting of one more and last round right from the beginning in the chanting portion. Om Atha Taittiriya Upanishad Prathama Shiksha Valli. Om Shanno Mitraha Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Bruhaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Rutam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram. Om Shanti 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 Shiksham Vyakhyasyamaha Varnaswaraha Matra Balam Samasantanah Ityuktah Shikshadhyayah Sahanau Yashah Sahanau Brahmavarchasam अथातः हिताय उपनिषदं व्याख्यास्यामः पञ्चस्वधिकरणेषु अधिलोकमधिज्यौतिषमधिविद्यमधिप्रजमध्यात्मम् तामहासंहिता इत्याचक्षते अथाधिलोकं पृथिवीपूर्वरूपं द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशः सन्धिः वायुः सन्धानम् इत्यधिलोकम् अथाधिज्यौतिषम् अग्निः पूर्वरूपम् आदित्य उत्तररूपम् आपः सन्धिः वैद्युतः सन्धानम् इत्यधिज्यौतिषम् अथाधिविद्यम् आचार्यपूर्वरूपम् अन्तेवास्युत्तररूपम् विद्यासन्धिः प्रवचनगं सन्धानम् इत्यधिविद्यम् अथाधिप्रजम् माता पूर्वरूपम् पितोत्तररूपम् प्रजासन्धिः प्रजननगं सन्धानम् इत्यधिप्रजम् अथाध्यात्मम् अधराहनुपूर्वरूपम् उत्तराहनुरुत्तररूपम् वाक्सन्धिः जिह्वासन्धानम् इत्यध्यात्मम् इति मामः सगंहिताः य एवमेतामः सगंहिता व्याख्याता वेद सन्धीयते प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन सुवर्गेण लोकेन. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागरदुःखविदूनहृदं रचयाखिलदर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीवेदव्यास वैशम्पायने आज्ञवल्क्य आद्यशङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव आध्यात्मिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याणेकता प्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् कर्मणि निष्ठितानाम् आयुरारोग्य स्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा सद्गुण सत्शक्ति सत्साधना सानुकूलता प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा दिग्विजयार्थं श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः येरिमे गुरुः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ अथ तृतीया भृगुवल्ली स यश्चायं पुरुषे टेन्थ अनुवाक दशमोऽनुवाकः स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवं विद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य इमान् लोकान् कामान्निर्कामरूप्यनुसञ्चरन् एतत्सामगायन्नास्ते हा वो हा वो हा वो अहमन्नमहमन्नमहन्नम् अहमन्नादोऽहमन्नादो अहमन्नादः अहग्गश्लोककृदहग्गश्लोककृदहग्ग श्लोककृत अहमस्मि प्रथमजारुतास्य पूर्वं देवेभ्यो अमृतस्य ना भाई यो मा ददाति स इदेव मा वाह अहमन्नमन्नमदन्तमाद्मि अहं विश्वं भुवनमभ्यभवाम सुवर्णज्योतेः य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषद ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विना वधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 We have seen the good discussion, question answer also. The main important thought that was discussed yesterday was the change in our notion from for the definition of Ananda. Ananda not necessary in the Dvaita of experiencer and experienced, where The experiencer contacts the experiencer, then only he will become happy. This is what we are habituated to from millions of lives. Therefore, we think, define Ananda like that. Actually, the Ananda also can be gained by identifying with the substratum both of subject and object. Rather, in that substratum for both subject and object alone, maximum happiness is there. Rather, the highest thought is the substratum of the subject and object, called as Satchit Ananda Vastu, that alone has the whole bliss or happiness. Its nature is bliss. Therefore, their being is blissful. Just when one chooses to be happy in spite of any odds, can he maintain that happiness or not? Yes, one can try for a few months. One can be in happy disposition in spite of all odds outside. It gives an indication that the self is blissful, independent of any conditions of karta bhokta. है ना, सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट डाइकोटमी से ही आनंद है, ये डेफिनेशन को हमको चेंज करना है. Therefore, why saha ashrute sarvan kaman saha sarvatmatva upapatya. Okay, because of the sarvatma bhava, he becomes happy or he gains the happiness and bliss of all contacts of all beings with all faculties, with all the objects. Sarvan kaman saha ashnute brahmana vipaschita. Okay, that sarvatmya bhava in which its own bliss is there, and same thing is said as at that level one enjoys the happiness of all objects in one go. Ashnute sarvan kaman saha. How to reach to that self is explained, we saw yesterday. How purusha adityastha atma ekatva vijnanena. With the study of, okay, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, study of, from him only akashadi came, study of the pravesha stuti, through all these various vicharanas and contemplations, we have to achieve one thing and do one thing. The achieving thing is what? Purusha adityastha atma ekatva vijnanam. The knowledge that in the aditya, in the purusha, one self alone is there. Okay. Second step is what? Having known this, what we have to do? Apohya utkarsha apakarsha. Devaluing the differentiation of all the pains that Ishvara, Jiva, or Karana and Karya, or Samashti, Vesti, all these differentiating thoughts for the time being keeping away. Then third one, slowly through identifying and rejecting, we have to rise in our tadatmya from the Annamaya beyond up to Anandamaya. That's the meaning of Utkarsha Apakarsha Vapohya Annamayadi Atmanaha. Okay, which are avidya kalmita. Through the viveka, when the vidya is coming, then one by one kosha, atma tadatmya, we have to transcend consciously. All that techniques are given. अन्योंतरात्मा प्राणमय, अन्योंतरात्मा मनोमय, अन्योंतरात्मा विज्ञानमय, ये सारा हमको बता चुके हैं. Nothing is not told, everything is completely told. Through that practice, the avidya kalpita tadatmya with each of the koshas We have to go on crossing, transcending from the grossest through the subtlest to the subtlemost. कहाँ तक जाना है? आनंदमय अंतान. Even the Anandamaya Atma also is not Atma. Then what is Atma? That is what is the one. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is our Atma. And it is having Adrishyadi Dharmakam. Adrishye, Anatme, Anirukte, Anilayane, as it was said. The one which has got these dharmas, Adrishyadi Dharmakam, then Swabhavikam Ananda. In that, catch this one point. Being that itself is a bliss, Ananda. It's a Swabhavika Ananda. All other Anandas are this Swabhavika Ananda reflected in that most beautiful Sattvika Vritti, which is created because of some people or something, situations outside, which were because of some Punya, some Upasana, some Seva. All of those are places. But this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma जो है इसका अदृश्य अनात्मे धर्मों से बताया गया. इट हैज ब्लिस इनहरेंट स्वाभाविक आनंद. To catch this point, the same example. The water is hot. Is it not? Is the heat of the water swabhavikam? No. No, it is exposed to the heat, whether it's a stove or any geyser or anything. Water became hot. But is the fire hot? Very much. Is that hotness or heat of the fire is also like that of the water, borrowed from something aswabhavikam, or it is swabhavikam? Think. Now, the heat or fire or its heat. We use two words, fire and its heat. But as the words two used, are there two things? Can be the heat without fire? Can the fire be without heat? In the same way, Brahma and his Ananda. Even though we talk like this, the relation between Brahma, Vastu and Ananda is not the relation of Visheshana and Visheshya. The object which has got the qualities and the qualities of it. Like the Visheshya is the flower. Visheshana is a red color or fragrance. And a qualified qualification. ऐसा नहीं हो. Another example of the sugar and the sweetness. The sweet in your payasam or kheer or laddu, it is not swabhavikam. It has been brought from somewhere. So you eat a sweet, but it's not swabhavik, brought. But the sweetness of sugar, has it been brought from somewhere else? No, it is its own swabhava. Then the sugar and its sweetness, two words are used, but they are not two. They are inseparable. In talking, in expressing, in explaining, it has to be said like that to differentiate it from other things. शुगर बहुत मीठा होता है. रे अरे शुगर बहुत मीठा होता है इज ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट, बट एक्चुअली इट्स नॉट राइट. शुगर मीठा होता है क्या? शुगर मीठा है ही. शुगर मीठा दो चीज नहीं है. स्वीटनेस एंड स्वीट, शुगर एंड स्वीटनेस आर नॉट टू थिंग्स. सेम वे ब्रह्मा एंड आनंद आर नॉट टू. Like this person is miserable, by mistake suddenly he became happy. To be miserable is his nature, स्वभाव. गलती से उसको एक दिन एक सेकंड के लिए खुशी हुई. ऐसा नहीं है ब्राह्मण. हम्म. That is the point. Please note it when the word is said Swabhavikam Anandam. Ananda it is Swabhava. Hmm. Hmm. Wonderful thought it is. Ki Swabhavika Anandam. That Brahman again is Ajam, means Karana Rahita. Amrutam means endless, deathless. Third is Abhayam. It has no fear because there is no other thing for creating fear. There is no modifications or any sort of changes in it which can create a fear. Third, because it is endless, deathless, therefore the fear of death also is not there. One by one word, we have to feel the meaning of each word. So, therefore, this is what is summary of entire Vedanta sadhana to be done. The milestones, the signposts to be carried, to be crossed, to reach to the self. First one, discovering through intellectual knowledge one Purusha as there being in both Aditya and me, Purusha, one Paramatma. Therefore, the Utkarsha, Abhakarsha of every sort is dropped. Then to discover the Paramatma in the core of the heart, one by one kosha, we are transcending. When we have come up to the Anandamaya kosha, usko chhod di. From the Vijnanamaya guha, in that we are discovering Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Swarupa Lakshanas. So to Adresha, Adrushe, Anatme, Anirukte, Anilayane, there also the dharma of that Paramatma. So Satyam Jnanamantam is a positive dharmas. Adrushya, Anatmya, Anirukta, Anilayana are tatastha dharmas. From the standpoint of Drushya, it's called Adrushya. From the standpoint of Stula Sharira, it's called Anatma. From the standpoint of that which can be spoken, it is called Anirukta. That which has got the abode to stay, from that standpoint, it's called as Anilayana. ऐसा वाला परमात्मा तत्व सत्यम ज्ञानवंतम ब्रह्म which is स्वाभाविकम आनंदम which is ajam है ना which is amrutam ajam causeless birthless amrutam deathless eternal abhayam no duality in it there is no thing other than it there are no modifications from within there is no death these are the three things because of which we become frightened हमसे कुछ अलग है उसके कारण डर लगता है हमारे अंदर कुछ चेंजेस हो रहे हैं उससे डर लगता है या हम मर जाते हैं उससे डर लगता है दिस सेल्फ इज अमृतम नेवर डाइज नेवर मॉडिफाइज नेवर अव्ययम एंड अद्वयम देयर इज नथिंग अदर देन इट देयरफॉर अभयम fearless abhayam next comes advaitam because of all these advaitam or because of advaitam all these things this is phalabhutam I am that करके वो एक्सपीरियंस होता है दिस इज द फाइनल गोल टू बी रीच हो गया विद दिस द रीचिंग इज ओवर आपन्ना अचीव्ड सच वन हाउ ही conducts in this world okay how he expresses himself in this world some examples are given the thing is two things are told iman lokan anusancharan how kamani kamarupi he will move in this world of all lokas Kama Anni getting the Anna as per his Kamana. Kama Rupi getting the Rupa as per his Kamana. Sankalpa. Depending on his requirement. To express in the world, to serve the world, to do the Lord's work, कुछ भी हो. Earlier, Anna was not available for us on Kamana. Even it was available, we were slaves to it. Earlier, Rupa, we never had the power to command. Any Rupa given, we are not satisfied with it. Yeah, ऐसा नहीं. Kama anni kama rupi anusanchara. Understood? He will get whatever he wants. Anna is not only the food eaten through the mouth, but any of the other things. Anything consumed by the faculties, whether they are Jnanendriyas, Manaha, Buddhi, Chitta, Antakara, all of that is called Anna. All of that he will get as per his Sankalpa or Kamana. Just like that, he should think it will come to him. Because he is identified with the source of all these things called as Brahman. This is a Falashruti given. It doesn't mean that he become Kamarupi and Kama Anni and Anusancharan. Not necessary. That he will go through it. Telling कि अगर उनको कहीं जाना है तो he can do अनुसंचरण. इनको कुछ लेना है Kama Anni. And any Rupa will have to take Kama Rupi. That facility is there. He may use it, he may not use it. He may choose not to even do the Anusanchara. He can request the Lord to let me merge in the truth. Like Parikshit ji takes permission from Shukadev ji and merges in the truth. Beyond the Deha. Deha is bitten and becomes Bhasma, bitten by that Takshaka. Remember, the Shishya who was given Jnanam, he is merged in Brahman. Shukadev ji continued. He is also in Brahmanubhuti, but the Upadhi was still there. Kama Anni Kama Rupi Anusancharan. That's how he could appear there. So in this world, such great Mahayogis are there who have reached this level. Therefore, there's no dearth of food with them. Now thousands of people go there, they get the food. Kama Anni. देखो लाइक इन नॉर्थ इंडिया पंजाब वाले वो पता नहीं कैसे कहाँ से इकट्ठा करते हैं वो लोग एनीवेयर देयर इज ए प्रोग्राम इज देयर और क्या कहते हैं हिमकुंड साहब जानी है या मणिमहेश्वर जानी है या नहीं तो कावड़ लेकर खामा अन्नी समवेयर दे कलेक्ट द फूड एंड फूड इज गिवन फॉर हंड्रेड्स एंड थाउजेंड्स बाकी लोगों को एक बंदे को खाने के लिए तरसना पड़ता है मिलता ही नहीं I'm always surprised in all these places of free food given उचित भोजन नॉट वन डे नो लंगर हर दिन लगता है बुला बुला के खिलाते हैं आई रिमेम्बर ऑल दोज डेज ऑफ इन द यात्रा जबरदस्ती बुला के खिलाना अरे यार नहीं चाहिए नहीं फिर भी आप खाओ बिकॉज तो आगे खाना नहीं मिलेगा खाने के किल्लत के कारण बेहोश नहीं होना चाहिए सो दे नो कि एवरी भक्त गोइंग टू द गॉड यू नो इज अ ग्रेट वन गिविंग फूड टू हिम इज अ पुण्य समथिंग उनके मन में घुस जाता है ओनली द पंजाबीज डू दिस बाकी को जाके मांगना पड़ता है वो लोग मांग मांग के देते हैं दैट वाज नॉट पंजाबी हिंदूज सरदार ओनली सरदार कामान्नी नॉट दे आर महायोगी बट दे थॉट इज एट दैट लेवल और भी आज 5,000 लोग आने वाले हैं इस यात्रा में तो 5,000 खाना इमीडिएटली किसी को उनको बोलो चावल भेजिए इनको भेजो फोन करता है धमकी से भेजो खाना वो भेज देते हैं वो चावल भेजो तेल भेजो आ गया आर यू सीइंग इट इन द वर्ल्ड हैपनिंग और नॉट दिस इज अ प्रूफ कामान्नी and that is not a jadoo being a vedanti we all say no to that such a mahagnani yogis are there upanishad itself with authority that he becomes a siddha purusha that with his own sankalpa kamana anna comes not only for him for everyone like Bharadwaj ji has given food to all the Paltan of Rama and Vanaras who were returning. While going also he gave to the Bharata and everyone. They were in lakhs number. Suddenly they came. उतने लोगों को खाना कैसे मिला? कामान्नी. Okay. So, फलभूतमापन्नः इमान् लोकान् भूरादीन् अनुसञ्चरन्निति व्यवहितेन सम्बन्धः कथम् अनुसञ्चरन् काम अन्नि कामतः अन्नमस्य इति कामान्नि he just does sankalpa everything is available to him The G20, I was surprised. 500 varieties of bhojanam for those 2 days, for those any number of guests. How could they organize it? That's what कामान्नी. वो बन गया effortlessly. And for this yogi also, from the who everything is Brahman and everything manifested, he is manifesting from that Brahman only. Through his mere sankalpa, it gets manifested. कामान्नी. Or somebody will get the food. आ जाए तो आ जाता है वो खाना बस. Kaman is a wonderful word. Then kamatah annam asya iti kama anni. Tatha kamatah rupani asya iti kama rupi. He will take in a small mosquito form also. A big form also you can take. हनुमान जी देखो मशक समान रूप कपि धरी लंक ही चल ही सुमिरी नर हरि Kamarupi. Okay. Anusancharan. Actually, what is the meaning of it is Sarva Atmana Iman Lokan Atmatvena Anubhavan. The actual meaning is what? He has become one with Brahman. He is as a Brahman everywhere there. Then, depending on requirement, anywhere, in any form, he will express. That is the meaning. Otherwise, he will go from one place to the other, take one form to the other, appears rather like again it's a samsara. No, the actual thing is he has discovered his oneness with the substratum all of this. So in that Brahma Anubhuti Rupa he is there always. Then at any place, any time, in any Rupa will have to express, he will express. That is the meaning. सर्वव्यापक हो गए हो मतलब he is identified with the सर्वव्यापक ब्रह्म तत्व. So everywhere Brahma, anywhere it has to express, it expresses. Like the entire ocean, सर्वव्यापक is water. That water, somewhere as a wave, somewhere as a bubble, it has to express. It expresses. That is Kamarupi. But before that Kamarupata, it is Sarvavyapak. Somewhere like a tide, somewhere like a whirlpool, somewhere like a depression, somebody like an ocean, eye of a cyclone. In the same way, he first being Sarva Vyapaka, thereafter Sarvatmana, as a Sarva Atma, is already there everywhere. Therefore, anywhere, anytime you want to express, he expresses. That's how suddenly द्वारका में नारद जी पहुंच जाते. अब उतने सडनली चले जाते हो. अब वेयर फ्रॉम ही केम. अब इमेजिन करो उसको नारद जी हाउ डिड ही कम. वो तो टीवी में सिनेमा में हमको दिखाते वो बादलों से धीरे उतर रहे हैं वो पर हमको दिखाने के लिए कि ही इज कमिंग फ्रॉम एंड ही वाज देयर इन सम अदर लोक इंद्र लोक में थे. देन इंद्र सेड प्लीज कैन एंड गो एंड रिमाइंड लॉर्ड कृष्णा और लॉर्ड रामा है ना कि अभी रावण को नहीं मारा थोड़ा रिमाइंड करो. इंद्र हैज कम डू यू रिमेंबर इन अध्यात्म रामायण रिमाइंडिंग सॉरी नारद जी कम्स रिमाइंडिंग Sri Rama, the request of Indra to take quick action to finish that Ravanasura. So he went to Indraloka, he came to Ramachandraji. After that only he tells Sita, Abhi tum chup jao Agni mein, let the duplicate Sita come. That also Kamarupian. So in that arrival of Narada, he is not that as it is shown, no. He is everywhere there, he just gets manifested there. That's it. Which is a little tough for us to understand at this moment. Some more years when you do Vedanta Shravanam and do even meditation, and in that, when we go beyond our Sthula Deha Tadatmya, that time we will be able to agree all this, accept all this, understand all this. तब पता चलता है हमको. फिलहाल थोड़ा डाउट होता है. Anything, at the lower level, higher things you won't immediately catch, understand. है ना. झूठ बोल के पैसे कमाने वाले को अरे सच्चाई से भी पैसे कमा सकते हैं वो हंसेगा पहले क्योंकि उसका आदत वही था. बट इट टेक्स टाइम हियर आल्सो. सो सर्व ईमान लोकान आत्मत्वेन अनुभवन. Okay, Anusancharan is a present continuous tense. Okay, while doing Anusanchara with whatever the Kamana he wants, with whatever the Rupa he wants, what it does, etat samagayan aste. ऐसे सामगान गाते हुए वो काम रूपी बनकर काम अन्य बनकर संचरण करते रहते हैं. He is at one place or he is doing samchara. He is doing samagana and he is doing the kama for the anna or not, or he is doing the kama rupa or not, but he is in that samagana mood. Beautiful. What is samagana? The best way Bhagavan Adi Shankara here gives bhashya. It helps us. What is the samagana means? Samatvat Brahma eva samaha. Okay. Sama is the word came from the samatva. Samatvat sama. And what is the sama? Everywhere. Gita everywhere. Nirdosham hi samam brahma. Everywhere in equal rupa what is there is Brahman only. So everywhere it is equal rupa is sama. Samatva. So samatva bhav ko sama कहते हैं. Therefore sama is Brahman only. So samatvat Brahma eva samaha. And what is the sarva ananya rupa? Means it is one without second. There is no anya other than it. Okay. Sarva ananya rupam. Therefore, what becomes samagana then? When the sama became sama became Brahma. When the sama is Brahma, we are doing samagana. What he must be doing then? Brahmagana only, because sama is Brahma. Samagayana aste, our Shankara Bhagavan is trying to explain to us. Samagayan is equal to Brahmagayan. Why? Because sama is savasya bhavaha samaha. और सम कौन है? ब्रह्म. बिकॉज निर्दोषम में समम ब्रह्म. देयरफॉर सम का गान कर रहा है वही सामगान है. सम ब्रह्म है, इससे सामगान इज इक्वल टू ब्रह्मगान. So he does the Brahmaganam. That is the meaning of Samaganam. Otherwise, why only Samagana? Why not Rigveda? Why Yajurveda nahi karte? Why otherwise? Why that reservation? Why special importance given to? That question will come. So here the definition of Sama is ब्रह्म. देखो सामगायन ब्रह्म गाना. देखो दैट ब्रह्म का सामवेद का है तो सामवेद का करेगा. यजुर्वेद है तो यजुर्वेद जो उसको उनको याद आएगा वो वाला ब्रह्म वाला सामगाना विल सिंग. तो एतत् साम गायन आस्ते इज इक्वल टू एतत् ब्रह्म गायन आस्ते अनुसंचरन. इमान लोकान अनुसंचरन कामान्य काम रूपी. So moving in all the worlds, having the capacity of kama annatva and kama rupatva, he just revels in singing the samagana, whereas it is brahmagana. So samatvat brahmayo samaha sarvananya rupam. Therefore gayan and means shabdayan. So what is the meaning of gayan? Not that singing only, shabdayan, talking. So total that क्या हो गया? Therefore कि आत्मा एकत्वम प्रख्यापयन. That the one without second Brahma, of that he goes on speaking everywhere. That's the meaning of Samagana, not a गाना गाते बैठ गए. साम मतलब ब्रह्म हो गया, समत्वात् सामा. गायन मीन्स प्रख्यापयन, स्पीकिंग. Why? Because लोक अनुग्रहार्थम. लोक अनुग्रहार्थम. And in that, what he does? Two things he does. One, the Brahma Swarupa Ganam. Second is Brahma Swarupa Prapti Phalam. That's why he says, ki loka anugrahartham tad vijnana phalam cha ativa krutarthatvam. The phala of experiencing that Brahma to be atyanta krutarthatva, ultimate fulfillment. There's no greater fulfillment than that. Gayan, singing that aste tishtati. So he is moving everywhere, getting the khana as per sankalpa, getting the rupa, whatever he wants, still reveling in samagana. Samagana is brahmagana. In that he does two things. One, brahma sarupa jnana gana ityadi. Secondly, the brahma prapti phala, that it is ativa krutartha. There's no greater fulfillment than this. In this way he goes on doing the prachara of brahma tattva for the lokanugrahartham, for the sake of the blessing to the loka, the jivas. See how? That's why anybody who has got Brahmanubhuti, they will do the Gahanam only of the Brahma Tattva and its Mahima. Some of them vigorously do by going every place. Some they don't do that, but they do to the people who are around. Like the poor Maharaj. He has not moved like Gurudev everywhere. But whoever have come to him, he spoke that. There were always some disabled around him listening. हर दिन बैठक होता था या कोई ना कोई आकर उनसे पूछते थे. He has not taken the initiative aggressively going and giving the Brahma Jnana to everyone who whether wants it or not, deserves it or not. Gurudev taught like that, he did it. गुरुदेव टेल्स ऑल्सो ह्यूमरसली टुवर्ड द एंड, मेरे गुरु ने बोला भी था कि लोग अगर चाहते हैं ब्रह्म ज्ञान, दे देमसेल्फ कम टू यू, इफ यू गो यू गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. I never listened my guru's words. I came here. Nobody listens to me. I am really frustrated. Gurudev told. The jnanam given by him, nobody received. Those will receive, those who deserve it. And they will anyway go. मैंने मेरे गुरु की बात नहीं सुना, तब भी नहीं मेरे गुरु ने बोला. गुरुदेव used to say like that. So he goes on singing the Brahma Anubhava Jnanam, and those who are listening around, they come together, they listen. है ना, दो तरह के गाने वाले होते हैं. एक ऑर्गेनाइज किया है गाने को गाते हैं, दूसरा गा रहे लोग ऑर्गेनाइज हो जाते हैं. दे आर ग्रेट भक्तास, दे डोंट ऑर्गेनाइज कल्चरल प्रोग्राम, वो बस गाते हैं. उनके गाने में पीपल कम एंड इकट्ठा हो. सम अदर्स आर देयर, उनको पूरा स्टेज सज देना, एंड दे आल्सो डू वेल. सामगायन आस्ते. Some people write in the form of books, some teach others, some send all the samagana in the space and then make it available for somebody who tunes to receive it. In some cases, the yogis, they do the samagana through some channels of human beings. They themselves don't do. They don't come down, but they do through them. So many are there. So, such a Brahmagnani who has discovered that Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, which is Adrushya Anatme Dharmakam, which is Swabhavika Anandam, which is Ajam, which is Amrutam, which is Abhayam, which is Advaitam. Having got it, he moves in all the Bhuradi lokas by being a Kama Anni, Kama Rupi, singing the Samagana of the Brahman along with its Mahima and Phala in the interest of the world. There is a meaning of this one. Okay? Katham Gayanaste. How he sings the Gana. Ha wo, ha wo, ha wo. What is the meaning of ha wo, ha wo, ha wo? Nothing. Aho. That's it. The meaning of all the three words. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How ka arth hai wonderful. Don't try to look for the meaning of this word in any dictionary. Ha who means ha ha ha. जैसे हम आश्चर्य की व्यक्त करते हैं, that's what. अहो, that is the only meaning. इति एतस्मिन् अर्थे. So that how's meaning is aho aho aho. But what is that aho aho expression? The aho aho expression is etasmin arthe atyanta vismaya khyapanaartham. To explain the extreme surface आश्चर्यता which he found in the experience of Brahman. वो आश्चर्य ये आहा आहा शब्द के द्वारा जो व्यक्त होता है, यहाँ हाउ हाउ हाउ, whichever the language, in that language you express the आश्चर्य. No, हम अपने भाषा में करते हैं, हिंदी वाले हिंदी में, तमिल वाले तमिल में, तेलुगु वाले इंग्लिश वाले. He has got his Vedic way of saying आश्चर्य. How is aho means vismaya kyapanartha, means expressing the wonderment, आश्चर्यता in the experience of that Brahman. So a wonderful thing, I missed it from so long, etc. etc. So kaha punah aso vismaya iti uchyate. So in that आश्चर्यता of him, vismayata of him, what is the expression, what is the experience, what are the words he utters, if at all utters, he will utter these things. This is the last anuvakam, last but one. Ahamannam 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 ahamannado ahamannado ahamannadah अहग्गश्लोककृतहग्गश्लोककृत् अहमस्मि प्रथमजारुतास्य पूर्वं देवेभ्यो अमृतस्य नाभायि यो मा ददाति स इदेव मा वाह अहमन्नमन्नमदन्तमाद्मि. Up to this is a Vismaya Yukta Vachanam. Ahamannam ahamannada. Ahagam shlokakrit. Ahamasmi pratamaja rutasya. Purvam devastibhya amritasya nabhi. Yo madata sa ideva maha. So these are the beautiful words which have a good meaning. We will study it tomorrow when we come. Thank you. Om 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Paravarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matrinam Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you.